Lou, Scooby-Doo, Stevie Lou, monkey in the zoo. Stevie Lou, trim your pubes. Stevie Lou, a goofy dude. Stevie Lou, low IQ. Stevie Lou, low that boob. Stevie Lou, monkey in the zoo. Stevie Lou, trim your pubes. Stevie Lou, a goofy dude. Stevie Lou, low IQ. Stevie Lou, what a boob. Stevie Lou, monkey in the zoo. Stevie Lou, trim your pubes. Trim your pubes. Stevie Lou, a goofy dude. Stevie Lou, low IQ. Stevie Lou, what a boo. Stevie Lou, monkey in the zoo. Stevie Lou, trim your pubes. Stevie Lou, a goofy dude. Stevie Lou, low IQ. What a boo. What a boo. What a boo. What a boo. What a boo.
All right. All right. All right. All right. Got to turn my light on here. Hold on. Get that bitch going. Oh, shit. Let's cut that off. All right. Wow. Rough start. Rough start to the day. Good morning. How the hell are ya? L's up in the motherfucking chat. We're waking and baking. Bacon. That sounds nice. Perhaps we'll have some bacon later for breakfast. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy, what a morning in New York City. It's quiet. It's quiet in New York. I have a feeling it's going to be quiet today for the most part. Legendary, historic evening in New York City last night. An ugly night at the end of the night. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I was going to say, but that wouldn't make sense when you're talking about the night, unless you're talking about Stuttering John's night. But yeah, the Knicks are NBA champions, first time in 53 fucking years. So let's a round of applause to the New York Knicks, the New York Knickerbockers, as they are formerly known as. Just long time drought, championship drought for them ended last night as they beat the Spurs in Game 5 of the NBA Finals, taking the series 4-1. Um, Think of this, my man Bill from Jersey barely slept after the Knicks win. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Bill. You and about 70 million other people in the tri-state area. It was just insanity. Um, yeah, I have a video. I just realized right now I have a video from where I was. So I'm going to just quickly see if I can try to upload this on the sly, and maybe we could take a watch of what I experienced last night in where I was, and more on that as well, because it wasn't just the Knicks and their championship win last night. It was a big night for me personally. So we'll get more into that. But just give me 30 seconds here while I try to upload this. Okay, that's uploading. Okay, good. Great. Awesome. We got some stuff to show. So yeah, and a lot of stuff here today. I'm very I had 2 beers last night, and I'm one of those 2 beer, we're not going to say it. I'm not going to say that what I was going to say. But these days I'm a 2-can Sam. That's more like it. YouTube terms of service, and it's also Pride Month. So let's be easy with that. But yeah, I was drinking a little bit. I was drinking a little bit. The Villanova Knicks. Let me tell you something about that in one sec. But I was drinking. I had 2 drinks, but I was at a we had an event last night. It's something that I had been promoting on here for some time. And I'm sorry, I was off last week. Didn't get a chance to catch up with you all. I was I was out of town, if you will. I was actually up in beautiful Cape Cod, which it had been some time since I had traveled up to Cape Cod. I've got some family and relatives up there, so we took a quick weekend trip up to the Cod of Cape, and it was fucking fantastic. What a beautiful part of the city, or Jesus Christ, the country up there in Cape Cod. I want to get back as soon as possible, especially in the summertime. Holy shit, what a beautiful place. But I was up in Luke of the Bind country. I hope that's not doxing, but he had recommended a cool little Grateful Dead smoke shop, head shop sort of thing that I went and checked out. And goddamn, what a cool spot. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, I was off last week, so apologize. Thank you for coming back, and please spread the word, hit the like button, share the show. It's early on a Sunday. I don't know where the fuck everybody is, but hopefully they'll end up making their way over here. In the meantime, like I said, we got some catching up to do. So last week, I was out, but yeah, I was fuck, I completely lost my train of thought there. Someone help me out. One of my mods, one of my beautiful mods, can you maybe try to help get me back? um God damn. Last weekend we were gone and now we're back. And yeah, all right, whatever. We're doing it. So, okay. Last night, I guess we could start off with Steeler Fest 2026-66. This was an event held in Bushwick, Brooklyn at the Pine Box Rock Shop, a really fucking cool ass bar in New York City in the Bushwick section of Brooklyn, a very happening hip part of town, if you will. But yeah, we had an event that we booked 2 months ago. So at that time, had no idea that the Knicks would be in the finals, and C, uh, be playing for the championship game. But that's what happened, and we did it. We were doing it. Fuck is this thing? Come on. But yeah, I was hosting. I pulled hosting duties, and there it is. Okay, so I hosted. My friends produced this event. I roll up and I decide that, hey, if I'm gonna be hosting this event here, let's put a little extra. And what I did is I wore a tuxedo. So I'm gonna show you folks real quick here what the Lou Man was wearing last night. Can I zoom this a little bit? Nope, doesn't want to zoom. But yeah, I don't know if you could see that well enough or not, but this is the only picture that I have right now of me. I'm sure there'll be more released. We filmed the whole thing as well. I started off the show with an impromptu roast of the one and only Lloyd Kaufman. Lloyd Kaufman was a distinguished guest. Lloyd Kaufman, the founder and creator of the founder of Trauma Entertainment and creator of Toxic Avenger. The Toxic Avenger, old buddy of mine, old pal. He was there, like I said, guest of the evening, and I was hosting. So I said, "Fuck it, let's." Roasts are really popular right now. Yes, no gusto. The Lloyd Kaufman. So he didn't know he was getting roasted, which is always the best kind of roast. And I show up in a motherfucking tuxedo, So it was like this nice little multimedia event that we have. This was the second year now doing it. We had a bunch of bands playing, and we premiered a couple of short films. So we had some music and some movies. It was at this really cool bar in Brooklyn. And if we want, I can pull up here what it looked like inside the bar when the Knicks won. Let's do that, right? Why not? Let's just this was kind of fucking fun, I will say. Um, if you like basketball or not, this was an interesting thing here. So let me pop this up real quick and just show you fools what it looked like. So yeah, great energy. Someone grabbed me and shook me right there. That's what that was. Kind of reminds me like when World War II ended, right? This was great too. Move by the bartender, the Frank Sinatra. I hope I don't get. I don't know. I'm not going to get struck for that, am I? If somebody who's smarter than me knows how this works, am I going to get struck? What are they cheering for? They. I was going to think of something dumb, but I mean, listen. I want to say something. Is that like if you know New York City and you know Bushwick specifically, that is not a basketball part of town. As a matter of fact, that would be one of the least basketball parts of town. So that goes just to show you like how much this was a thing in New York. That even 45 minutes away from Madison Square Garden, tucked in one of the most liberal hipster enclaves in New York City, the crowd was locked in, packed all night, living and breathing every fucking play, screaming at the refs every time Wemby was getting a call or was trying to kill somebody with his lanky ass body, which I will say I gotta kind of have to like feel a little bit of some sort of camaraderie with that big motherfucker because I have a similar kind of frame. I noticed that whenever Wemby would do something bad, a lot of times I would get like weird side eye from short people in the room. It's like, oh wow, yeah, you talls and your fucking antics. But yeah, it was great, man. Everybody was singing, having a good time. And now I want to see. I want to play this a little more. Maybe if I pause it, I won't get struck. Whatever, if I get struck. Is Frank Sinatra out there right now looking to strike me? And if so, I guess we'll just take that chance. All right. This is where this video gets interesting. I might fast forward a little bit here, but our event was happening as this was going down. So I'm hosting in the back room and watching the game while the event's going on and trying to jump in and out. And it just happened to work out. Yes, this is the Knicks game. They are cheering for the Knicks game last night. This is last night at Pine Box Rock Shop in Bushwick, Brooklyn. Again, if you're ever coming to New York and you want to go check out an interesting part of town, give me a call. I'll set you up in Bushwick or other Williamsburg. I'm very well informed on those areas, and I get it. It's different. It's way different than anything you're used to, I'm sure. So it's a fun time. But yeah, what's going to happen here is as this celebration is happening, I'm looking over my shoulder at the back room and I'm realizing that, oh, fuck, the thing that's going on, I need to like get involved back in. So like, this is so cool. This video goes from celebration right into the event. So just bear with us here. Yeah, I just got struck. God damn it. Unfucking real. I just got a message saying that there's a copyright issue. Oh, yeah. Okay, no impact. But yeah, they don't like it's Frank Sinatra shit's not flying. Whatever. We're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it going. Hit the like button. Spread the word. But yeah, let's rock. Let's keep We're gonna go, baby. Man, I'm definitely getting struck for this, but whatever. Fuck it. It's just music. You can still hear this. Everybody screaming in the background. As this was nuts, man. I don't know. Maybe this is lost on a lot of you, but I'm loving the fuck out of this. I did not expect this. But
First of all, kick your ass in this movie, security! Security!
And look at you, pathetic parent authorities, losers all of you. You come to see Steelers, you could have seen Astoria, you could have seen Knicks win, but you fucking losers don't want to see it.
all right, well, enough of that. Enough of that. But you get the point, I think. Fuck, that was a whole thing last night. We ended up. I don't want to get into it, but yeah. So that was my night last night. Let's do that one more time. I really love this transition. This is cinema, folks. I mean, this is cinema verte, they call it, where this is just capturing real life and the wildness of it. So let's just do this one more time. This little transition is what I really love. Oopsies. Here we go. Da 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 da.
Look, 2 years you come in and see Steelers, you see the shitty action movies. First year, his Bengals, CGI.
First of all, kick your ass in
This movie,
security!
All right, so yeah, boy, what a great time! Steeler Fest 2026 6-6 was an absolute smash. It's a whole movement. It's an underground sort of thing. You probably don't get it. Dablin E. I did think about that. Bobo called me last night at 1:42 a.m. Bobo called me at 1:42 a.m. I hate to say it, but I did not pick up because I was just about to head in for the night, and I just didn't have it in me. He was probably having a few and celebrating. I'm gonna send him a message now. Sent him the message. See if he jumps on. But yeah, he was celebrating. He was at Donovan's Pub in beautiful Woodside, Queens. He's a regular there at Donovan's. That's his sports bar of choice, as I understand it, and it's one of the better sports bars in the world. I would definitely put it up there on the top 20 sports bars in the world. Donovan's in Woodside, but we'll see if we can get our man Dan on. And thank you for the end tower in the chat. But yeah, Steeler Fest, it was great. We had VHS for sale. We ended up making custom. Well, I didn't make it, but somebody made custom VHSs for the event, which you don't see much anymore. They put a real nice finish on this thing. It's got a real cool custom front, and yeah, this was really cool. These are available online if you're looking for a Steeler Mania Volume 1. I can get you one for $30 plus shipping and handling. Just reach out to the Lou Man on the side and I'll hook it up. There was only like 5 left or so at the end of the night. If I recall, we sold about 30 of those last night. But I don't know if you know this about me or not, but I'm a VHS collector, a bit of a VHS head, if you will. It's just something that I've always loved as a kid. Of a VHS generation. Those were the first movies that I watched at home. I had an extensive VHS collection as a child. We had an uncle who had the dual deck recording thing, so he was just fucking recording every goddamn thing he could and would hook it up. I remember distinctly having my favorite VHS that I watched hundreds of times as a child. It had 3 movies on it, and one of them was incomplete. It was actually Teen Wolf, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and Top Gun. And I think Top Gun would cut out like near the end because he couldn't fit all 3 of them on the long player. But it was not Betamax. I was a VHS guy in America. Jump and slash. You might be showing your arse there and letting the folks at home know where you're from if you're a Betamax person. That being said, I do own one Betamax tape, and I am willing to continue to collect Betamax, although I don't have a Betamax player here. I got to probably consider running one of those down eventually. I do have a VHS dual DVD VHS combo hooked up. So I love to just find VHSs being thrown out on the street. That's always a fun find. I'll go thrift hunting for VHSs, and I happened to do some of that yesterday, and it was great. I went to a thrift shop looking for red suspenders for my tuxedo because I had a red bow tie and I needed to get red suspenders. And not only did I find the red suspenders, but I took a fucking peek in the VHS rack, and boy, did I find some gems, more than one gem, and I have them here now to show off. We'll start with the first one. This one's pretty cool. I saw this one before, but never picked it up, so I figured this is you can't go wrong with classic old school Star Trek. You got good old Kirk and Spock and fucking McCoy, is that, I think. On this bad boy. These are 2-episode VHSs. This was part of a series, Columbia Video House series, Star Trek: The Collector's Edition VHSs. It's 2 episodes from 1967. These episodes are from, and I have Tomorrow Is Yesterday and The City on the Edge of Forever are the 2 episodes in this bad boy here. I have another one of these. I took home 2 of these. So we've got this, and now look at this baby sitting right next to that. I couldn't believe I was able to pull out an Abs of Steel. Like, talk about classic workout tape. Like, look at this broad with the whole 6-pack and thing going on there. So I figured I'd start the collection. You got Buns of Steel 2, Abs of Steel 2. There's even a Buns of Steel 3. It's funny. It says consult with your physician before beginning this or any exercise program. Yeah, I'm going to have to consult with my physician and ask them, is it okay if I jerk off 5 times to this video? Is that going to be good or bad for me, doc? So shout out to the Abs of Steel people doing good work. And now this was clearly the score of the day. I might have even shouted out, exclaimed a little bit when I came across this one, but boy, did I luck out when I found a VHS copy in the thrift store of Puss Rama. Fucking Puss Rama, baby. Rated X. Naughty boys only for Puss Rama. Posted that online yesterday. Some people said that they've been fans of the Pussrama. This may be one of many in a series. I didn't watch it yet, but I was trying to look up some more info. It seems like this is going to be like a compilation, kind of like an early, a porn compilation from the 80s or so. So looking forward to viewing Pussrama. And then I came across this beautiful little thing here, which I came across another copy last time I was at the store, so I picked it up, and it really is nuts. And then I found another copy of it, the same thing, this time. So I picked it up again. I figured I'll give this to a friend. But this is out of fucking control. This is a DVD. This is the 2006 World Slasher Cup 2. And you ask me, Stevie, what is the World Slasher 2? Well, it's an invitational 8-cock derby. You heard it here right, folks. I said an 8-cock derby. And what this thing is, it's some sort of cockfight tournament. I wish it was something else. But it's not. It's literally a cockfight tournament that took place, I think, in like Malaysia or Thailand or some shit. It's in some Southeast Asian Philippines. It's in the Philippines. I was way off. No, actually, it wasn't way off. It was kind of close. But yeah, there's cockfights that they're doing out there in the Philippines, or they were doing back out in 20 years ago in the Philippines, and it's insane. I threw it on, and it's violent, but it's not bloody. Thank goodness. That was my worst fear, to be honest. I'm like, all right, I'm going to throw this thing on, preview it, check it out. I've never seen anything like it before. That was so fucking unique, I must say. And I pop it on, and it's like literally just a ring. It's well produced. It actually looks decent. I thought it was going to be like really low quality, but it's like low level sort of pay-per-view event, and it's just fucking roosters attacking each other. Now, they don't have like razors on their feet or anything insane like that, but they are like going after each other. It's like boxing for roosters if you're not privy to how cockfighting works. I obviously will not show that on YouTube because that'll get us fucking clipped, not clipped. It'll get us thrown. Maybe I'll see if I can put that on Rumble one day. We can preview the Slasher Cup 2. I'm just into oddities and shit like that. So that definitely was odd as fuck. Yes, good to see the mods hard at work. We don't mod shit over here, Mickey, unless it's like private information or harassment and stuff like that. That's the only rules out there. So if you got a fucking end tower in you and you want to let it fly, fucking be my guest, especially after the NBA finals just ended. It seems like it's okay now to do those things. My man, JD Straight Shot, checking in with the 2. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much. Does Carm have a shot at winning Gilly's heart back? Is what JD Straight Shot wants to know. JD, great question. I'm sure you're not the only one out there who's wondering this, who wants to know the answer. I was busy last night, obviously, hosting an event, Knicks finals, Knicks winning the championship. So I didn't get to watch live. As a matter of fact, I don't even know what time he was live last night. I woke up early this morning. That's kind of my thing. And I did start rewatching as much as I could of last night. And I did see the Karmic and Felicia reunion, or whatever you want to call it, on MLC. And I definitely thought for a second right off the bat, JD, I'm like, okay, wow, these two are back on screen again so soon. I didn't expect that. Maybe there is a shot at Carm turning this back around, even with all the shit that he said. But I will say that thought kind of washed away once he started crying on air the way he did. It was just fucking comical how and like I happened to have just watched that segment right before I went to air, and um the way it went, you could watch it if you want. I'm not going to break it down. I'm not going to pull the clip up, but it was like something about, oh, it's June and it's my birthday month, is what Felicia said. And then Karmic went like, oh, yeah, I wish I could have been around for your birthday this month. And yeah, your birthday month. And like he just like made an offhand comment. And then he just sat there and, about 30 seconds later, I'm about to cry. I'm about to cry. He just lost it and started welling up and going, she was supposed to be the only girl in my life, and now I don't have anything. And started to well up a little bit. And it's like, oh man, like a pussy will not dry up faster than a man blubbering publicly like that. It's not the way. I get it. You feel the emotions inside, but you gotta work on harnessing that energy in a different way, Carm. I couldn't help but fucking laugh. I'm sorry, buddy. And I love Karmic. Karmic is a good guy in my eyes. And I'm a fan of Felicia as well. And I honestly did not really see that thing working out too well in the long run. I don't think many people would have said that they did, but yeah, I mean, listen, I guess this book is still open. Maybe things haven't been completely closed, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. I think that Karmic has a long way to go before he'll be relationship ready. I think that's a thing that we need to think about and consider when talking about Karmic and Felicia, is that Karmic is this guy who's a grown man in his 40s, but he has not seemingly lived the life of most 40-year-old men, 40-plus-year-old men, and he's a bit inexperienced. And who is experienced in relationships right from the jump, from the get? Nobody. You got to go through some, strife in order to get eventually to the right one, I think. I mean, look at Pat Dixon, for example. Take Pat Dixon. I mean, I'm sure Karmic's not going to like that, but take Pat Dixon for an example and look at his love life and his history with women. Yeah, Pat Dixon has a history with women. So he's doing fine, Pat, now, after all of those missteps. You could see he's doing great, and he's finally got there. So that's something that Karmic could clearly take an example from and maybe try to model himself after. And then he'll see what happens. More on Pat Dixon in a little bit. I also have some Sheckler videos that I came across, and Panhandler checking in the free chat. This is a free chat, Panhandler. Don't you have a few bucks? Oh, here we go. We got an incoming call. Bobo, go ahead. You got it, baby. On its way. Just like that, we got a guest, baby. So Panhandler, don't worry. You're not needed. I got a real talent on his way. But it is good to see you as always, buddy. But we are going to get a first take from a man on the street last night. He sounds excited too. So this could be a good one. While I'm doing this, please make sure you hit the like button. I want you to hit the subscribe button. I want you to fucking share this goddamn motherfucking thing on any social media that you can. Hit the notification bell. Open up your gifted membership tabs. I know that sounds silly, but you actually have to go and allow gifted memberships for my channel in order to be receiving one, because the good lunatics out there in the Luniverse have been known to gift memberships. Memberships are expensive. I get it. This is not cheap what we do here. This is some high test, high quality shit. So it's a little bit of an extra cost. If you got the money and it's burning a hole in your pocket, send it my way. Just send it my fucking way right now and subscribe. Become a membership. Join a member. Become a motherfucking lunatic member right now, you son of a bitch motherfuckers. Right fucking now, man. And if that's not enough, buy some fucking memberships. Buy 5, buy 10, buy until it hurts. Buy the memberships, gift the memberships, open up your fucking membership tabs, people, so that you can receive those gifted memberships. If you're not sending memberships out to the people in the lunatic universe as a lunatic, are you really a lunatic? I want you to go find a mirror, pull the mirror out, look in the mirror, and ask yourself, look in that fucking face of yours and say, am I a real fucking lunatic, man? I don't even know, man. I thought I fucking was a real lunatic, but I don't know, man. I'm not fucking buying memberships. Whoo! All right, I'm all fired up right now. I think Bobo's got me in a mood, knowing that the Bowman's on his way. Wait a second. All right, so I did not. JD Straight Shot checking in with another 2. Thank you. Karim proposed marriage, and we didn't hear a no. Man, I'm going to have to go back and watch the rest of that episode because I did not get to that part. But yeah, we're expecting the Bowman any moment here. And this is kind of crazy. I gotta say, this is wild because JD Straight Shot 42069 is a Knicks reference. A lot of you don't know that, but I motherfucking know that JD Straight Shot 42069, not the 42069 part, but the JD Straight Shot is a literal 100% New York Knicks reference, and the man that I'm about to bring on the show will be able to tell you why. I'm very sure he will. And look at this guy. I love this. Look at Bobo. Daniel, you are looking great this morning, baby. Look at the man with the newspaper in his hand. It says in big letters, champs. The New York mother effing Knicks are the champions of the NBA. Daniel, how the heck are you this morning, my man?
Yeah, you have no idea. My voice is still shot.
My voice is a little shot too.
Yeah, I know. Even after I drank some tea, like I may have drank a bit more when I got home because I may have had like 1 or 2 drinks at the bar because I was standing up, and it wasn't a good idea to be.
Yeah, I'm sure your feet are hurting. Your feet are hurting. Your voice is probably shot. My hands are swollen. I realize my hands are swollen because I was clapping like a maniac and high-fiving. Like I'm literally in a tough place.
Yeah, exactly. Also,
I
gotta say thanks to the higher ups in the city for scheduling the parade to Thursday.
Yeah, tell me about that. I'm sorry. You did try calling me like almost 2 in the morning last night. And listen, you can call me at any time, including 2 in the morning. I just may not pick up. I was like literally one eye awake. I didn't know what was
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
If it's an emergency, call me twice, and then I'll pick up.
Yeah.
But the first time I was like, and then you
and-
texted me, and you're like, oh, you just wanted to tell me that the parade was Thursday. So that was,
Anyway, after the Knicks game, I was watching the MS. I pulled out my
Your dick?
No,
Okay.
the cable company app
Good.
that I could
Good,
access that you could access my cable on my phone.
Yes.
And I'm watching the post game show on MSG Network, and they mentioned the parade on Thursday.
Yeah.
They mentioned an official Twitter post from the city of New York that the parade was on Thursday.
Can you tell me what's the big deal about that? Why is that a big thing for you Thursday?
Well, for me, because I have enough time to recover on my feet.
Right. Got it. Yeah.
I had enough time to recover. Plus that I was able to contact my UPS supervisor. He's cleared it everything.
Yes.
To have off.
Yes. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, because I got to get there really early in the morning to get a good spot.
Bo, I have something I want to say. I think that as great as this is, man, and I'm getting some amazing content off of you, I think that you should save a lot of your stories and your reactions for your show, Best Seat in the House podcast with Daniel Curlin and Robert Kramer. It's available on YouTube. It's available on Patreon. Bo, maybe say a little something about the Patreon and what people can do to get involved.
All right. Well, for one thing, I'm just telling you some stuff that's
No, it's fine. We're teasing it. We're teasing it. Exactly. We're teasing, but I just don't want you to get too ahead of yourself. I know Robert would appreciate that because this is.
Don't worry,
I
have
content.
some stuff. I have some stuff saved, including some celebration,
Good.
Some celebration footage of my sister.
Wow.
My sister, she came through in the clutch, getting some footage. There's this picture of me, her. She brought some of her friends to watch with her, so it's like
so cool.
Yeah, so
That's
I
awesome.
gotta give props to my
big shout out to Bo's sister, a long-time old school lunatic. So please send all my best to the whole family there, Bo. But man, I'm sorry I couldn't make it out. I did want to come try to meet up with you, but it was tough to get around the city last night. I had an event that it was really brutal, Dan. We booked this event 2 months ago. We booked it for June 13th over 2 months ago. And as this thing is getting closer, I'm looking at the NBA schedule and I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be a situation where the Knicks clinch the fucking championship on the night of my event. And I'm hosting this event too. And it's in New York City. So it was a difficult night for me to juggle both things, but we did it. And I played a video. I'll play it for you again since you're here. We played this quick video of what it was like in Bushwick, Brooklyn, when the Knicks won. And Dan, you know better than anyone, being a lifetime New Yorker, that Bushwick is not a basketball part of town.
Yeah, it's like weird. You got a lot of people from other states that live there.
A lot of transplants, we call them, a lot of hipsters. But let's pull this up real quick, and then I'll let you. I don't want to. Listen, I could hear it in your voice that you're definitely feeling it a little bit today. Yeah. But here, check this out. So there you go. Parts of the city were going absolutely nuts. I've seen this video of down by West 4th Street where they had multiple projections going on. They had been doing that for all the series. Actually, I was talking to a guy that I work with in my industry. He said that he was part of the crew that was putting the projections up. And he had been going down there for all the games. And the videos I saw of West 4th when the Knicks won. They were singing the Alicia Keys. Let's hear it for New York, New York State of Mind shit. Actually, you know what? I think I have that real quick because I would love to pull that up. So,
All right.
Bobo, why don't you vamp real quick while I grab this? What was your tell me like briefly? What was it like where you were when the Knicks won?
Well, they like kind of described this because I'm still saving the meat of it for my show.
Yes, yeah.
What I will say is that I was at Donovan's. The place erupted. I went nuts. Somehow I pulled off the whole game having to make only one bathroom trip. I don't know how. I literally just went to the bathroom actually twice. Once before the game and once at halftime.
And let's just to be clear, there were no adult diapers were not used in the process, right? That wasn't your trick.
No, there was not. No, there was.
This wasn't like New Year's Eve in Times Square again, right?
No. Also, I was and bear in mind, I did eat a burger.
Oh, one of the best burgers in New York City. I tried telling the people at home how epic of a place Donovan's is, where you could probably consider Donovan's one of the at least top 50 sports bars in the world.
Yep.
It's one of the best sports bars in America, arguably the best sports bar in New York City. So it immediately belongs on the top rank.
It's been there for years. As a matter of fact, during the pandemic, people.
No, when you say years, it's been there since like 1950 or something, right? It literally has been there for over 70 or 80 years.
It's been there for years. Like my relatives know it. A lot of my relatives on my mother's side grew up in Woodside, so it's like the co-owner knows my relatives. He's known me since I was little.
Like I said, you are considered a bit of a I won't say a celebrity, but you definitely have extra room when you get to when you go there.
Exactly. Also, I got to say during the 2020 pandemic, locals actually were ordering via Seamless, like an Uber Eats deliveries, to help keep the place running. People were ordering their ordering to go. I meant the delivery orders through like things like Uber Eats to keep it running, including myself.
Bo, it's so great. I'm sitting here trying to find footage of the Knicks, and instead I see some Brazilians throwing some lady off of a cliff because they thought she was bungee jumping. It's just what a world that we live in. But I can't find this video right now I was looking for, so we're just going to keep it rocking. And Bo, you know what? Thank you so much for your time. Let's just check in and see if there's any questions, quick, appropriate questions before I get you going. Who's the traded guy with Bobo? I don't even know what that was supposed to mean. But thank you, Pool Sam Scan, for the $2. Let's check in if anybody else. Some people are saying they know your sister's name, but that's been out there before, so we're not gonna focus on that.
I don't want that. I don't want that. We really mentioned that in the open, like
that. Exactly. I'm not gonna be the guy who does that. So, but yeah, Bo, let's let you go in because I know you got a lot going on, buddy. Thank you so much for checking in. We had Daniel Bobo Curlin of Best Seat in the House podcast checking in with us. Bo, give me an idea of when your next show will be, so the folks at home can tune in.
All right. Well, depending how hungover my co-host is, we're probably going to be doing a Patreon show. Maybe it'll be a free show or talking about it. But our next show would be on Thursday live at 7:00. But maybe we'll do a show earlier than that, and I'll be posting updates on my social media when we're broadcasting next. So we might have to do a broadcast before the parade because
you got to get out.
We might
ASAP, man. I know Kramer is gonna. I mean, like I look forward to this episode because I know how dedicated of New York sports fans you two are. It's something that I have been saying since day one that the Best Seat in the House podcast sports show is one of the best New York sports programs, period. It's not even a joke. The old guard, the WFAN, is gone soft. It's complete trash. Forget 1050 ESPN radio. If you want distilled, true New York sports opinions, you got to go to Best Seat in the House podcast with Robert Kramer and Daniel Bobo Curlin.
Yep, that's right. And by the way, also check out the little video that my co-host is adding a little production to. It's a little peep, a little added some production to the video I posted on Twitter yesterday when I said MTA PSA I would love to see. We added a little enhancement to that video.
Nice.
That was like, you saw it, right?
Yes. Hey, Bo, look at this. Dablin E is checking in saying that before the series started, you called it exactly. You said Knicks in 5. And now Dablin E is saying that a lot of people won major money because they followed your advice. What do you say about that?
All right. Well, I've said this before. I am not responsible for whatever happens as a result of you whatever
results are not indicative of future performances, is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. And if you did win because of something I predicted, congratulations on you for doing that.
Listen, if you won something because of what Bobo predicted, then you better go subscribe to his Patreon as soon as that money comes in. Because
exactly. I need to get to Canada at the end of the month.
We were told by Cardiff that if you're not in Canada by the end of the month, you're supposed to what? You're going to be paraded around town.
Well, I'm going to be somewhere in Toronto.
Okay.
Let's
just leave
a major location blasting Freebird because the USB Canada and the gold medal game.
I love that you stick to your guns.
There's other two major things I'm doing in Toronto. One, visiting the Hockey Hall of Fame, of course. The other thing, attending the Mets versus Blue Jays in Toronto.
Goddamn.
Because I specifically picked that time because the Mets are in town that specific period in the year that I'm going to be there.
We'll look up a certain potato and make sure you guys are hooked up there when that happens. Speaking of which, I spoke
and make sure and somehow figure out a way to get me there.
Okay, we'll do
that. Maybe
we'll
get me there. Maybe some way to get me a place to stay. Also,
we could do that.
Yep.
You can actually sleep in Cardiff's bed. He said that he'll actually ask his wife to sleep in the guest room, and that you can sleep next to him in his bed just for the weekend.
Yeah.
So.
If anything, hopefully Cardiff could pick me up on the Canadian side of Niagara Falls. The town.
Listen,
on the Canadian.
Bobo, I've heard already that he's not only planning on picking you up, but have you ever heard of a little thing called roadhead? It's a little tougher when he's driving and doing it, but he said that he's got like a periscope or something. So that sounds like a fucking great time.
I don't know about that. I don't want my significant other to put me on Jerry Springer.
That would be a problem.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, Bo, I'm going to let you go here, man. Thanks again. Let's get some more subscribers to Bobo's Patreon. As he pointed out on Twitter today, why would you support some alcoholic with a headband when you could go support a real person, a real good guy like Bobo? So, buddy, please give my best to your mom and the rest of the family. And I love you, pal. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Knicks.
One more thing I got to leave before this. Go, please. New York. Go, New York. Go.
Go, New York.
Go, New York. Go, New York. Go.
All right, Bobo. Take it easy, bud. That is the great Daniel Bobo Curlin. Goddamn. I fucking love that guy. Like, bleeds New York sports. If somehow the Knicks blew that series, like I don't know what the fuck would have happened. And I was walking around, because that's the kind of guy that I am. I was walking around New York saying, hey, the Knicks could end up blowing the series. I was like trying to get people's mind, just reality check people. You know, I was like, hey, listen, this series has been so nuts that there is a world where the Spurs come back and win this in 7. And people were like, what the fuck? They were like, don't say that. Don't fucking say that, man. But I'm like, hey, shut the fuck up, Siri. But yeah, the great Daniel Bobo Curlin. Please, I say it every time. You have to subscribe to the Best Seat in the House podcast. You guys are going to have to give me a second. I got so excited at one point during the Bobo podcast, the Bobo segment, that I spilled my weed cock, and I got a little puddle here that I do want to clean up. So we're going to take a 30-second weed cock cleanup break, and I will be right back. Actually, sorry. Fuck that. Sorry. We're going to do something real quick. I'm going to feed the kitty cats because it's kitty cat feeding time. So let's throw something up. I'm going to replay the Knicks. No, let's do something nice for you guys. Oh boy. That was gross. Let's put a Stevie Lou exclusive video up for you. Let's do that while I do comedy because we have more show. We got more show here today. I got some clips I want to play. But if I want to keep it going, I'm going to have to give the kitty cats their food. Yeah, my voice is shot. I don't know if you can hear it. I was screaming last night, either on stage during the rock concert that I was hosting, the festival, or the Knicks. One or the other. I was screaming. So. What we're going to do is we're going to find something here that I can play for you. All right, here we go. I found something. We're not going to get through all of this, but this is classic. This was a nice little comedy set from Comedy Fight Club during the pandemic. This was something else here, but we're going to take a quick little intermission, and I'm going to give you a little surprise treat to chew on while I'm gone. This is actually very rarely played clip, but this is a classic. So I'm going to let you folks check this shit out. This is Comedy Fight Club from August 2020. So just a few months into the pandemic. And we were doing rooftop comedy shows. Look at this girl with the girls with the masks on and shit. It's crazy. But all right, I'll be back in a minute.
Another fight, then we got a roast rap battle, then we got a main event. Are you excited? You still got some energy? All right, your next fight, another undercard match. Introducing first from New Rochelle, New York. He bombed so much, his first special is going to be filmed in Lebanon. Stephen Lewis! Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. Get on! What's up, Steven? How are you doing?
Not bad, man. Good to see you, brother.
Good. You ready for this fight?
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
All right, we're going to meet your opponent. From Morristown, New Jersey. He looks like he licks his fingers after he masturbates. Malcolm Sills! What's up, Malcolm? How are you doing?
I'm stoked, man. I'm doing great.
Good. You ready for this fight?
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, which one of you guys wants to go first?
It's his first one, so I think he should go first.
All right, let's do
All
it.
right, Malcolm's going first. 5 jokes, tit for tat. This fight starts now.
I found out Steve decided to start stand-up when he was really drunk. If only he decided to choke on his own vomit instead.
Alright. So this is called Comedy Fight Club, but we don't actually fight here. We say horrible things to each other. But if this were to get physical, the headline tomorrow in the Post would read, Skeletor from He-Man tosses the forgotten Jonas brother off of a Bushwick rooftop.
Steve is 37 and sells beer for a living, but all of his clients seem to be 15. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeffrey Epstein's accountant.
All right. So I do sell beer, but it's not hard to imagine that my favorite recreational drug is LSD. Malcolm looks like the kind of kid whose favorite recreational drug is whatever he could find in his grandmother's medicine cabinet that day. What's it like when you mix Percocet and Centrum Silver, Malcolm? Can you tell me? I want to try it sometime.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Okay. Steve is from Westchester, New York, which tells me he's either super rich or super poor. Judging by his teeth, I can tell which one. Mouth.
Malcolm told me that his favorite music artist is Little Uzi Vert. So to me, he's the worst type of human. He wants to be woke and spread social justice vibes, but he loves garbage, emotional hip hop. If he were to go all out one day and convert to Islam, his name would be Malcolm XXX. Oh no! Don't know that guy's name, and I fucking should have practiced that.
Steve said he smokes a lot of weed, and his mom makes dank edibles, which explains why she's such a dirty fucking whore.
Holy shit. Okay, so Malcolm's last name is Sills. Matt told me it was Ellis. I looked on his Instagram, and it looks like Gills, to be honest. I think you should go with Gills. It fits because you drink so much cum, it's the only way you'd be able to breathe if you had them.
Savino and Mars, injury attorneys, 800-888-8888.
Don't wait, call 8.
Steve, how long have you been on the sex offender list? Because you got the name and you definitely got the face.
So Malcolm is a young comic trying to make a name for himself in the entertainment business, but doesn't seem to be having a ton of success so far. Can I give you a little friendly advice? Your best bet is to star in a femdom porno where you're humiliated as you jerk off between two women onto a cookie and let them feed it to you when you finish. You could call it Malcolm in the middle.
I've done that already.
Nobody likes you 'cause you want to punch.
Fight Club, give it up for Steven and Malcolm. Most of all, after that fight, give it up for DJ Don't Believe Women. We're going to go over here. Dave Temple, your thoughts on this fight?
I'm giving it to Malcolm. Malcolm's jokes, they were precise. I mean, the shit is funny, but I just want to see how much more can go wrong with this guy.
It's been a while since I've been on stage, Dave. You can see that.
It wasn't that great then either. Aaliyah Janine.
Oh yeah, you're very wordy. You're like one of those bitches that just write paragraphs when you're breaking up with somebody. It was so brutal, Malcolm.
Me Too story, right?
Sure, Malcolm.
Thank you.
2 votes for Malcolm. Fight Club will go to you. Do you think the winner of this fight is Steve Lewis?
Oh, shit. Thank you.
Boy is the winner of this fight, Malcolm Ellis.
I hope whoever yelled that follows you around for the rest.
All right, so yeah, shit. All right, you guys, I don't know if you guys heard or saw that there, but that was the big thing at the end, is that we were doing this roast battle on a rooftop. and someone from another rooftop screamed no when they asked when they did the audience vote for if I won or not. And yeah, that honestly was probably the funniest moment of the night. The fact that someone yelled from another rooftop that wasn't even in the audience that I lost. So that was a little treat. Look at that. Yeah, look, this is Leah Janine, Dave Temple, and Robbie Goodwin. Right? That's fucking Dave Smith's is it Robbie Goodwin? Maybe it's Robbie something Steen. Not Robbie Goodwin, that's the other guy, but epic judging panel here. And yeah, listen, I've come a long way in my roast joke writing and performing. This was 6 years ago, basically. It was basically 6 years ago. I had only had a couple of roasts ever under my belt. And as a matter of fact, I kind of had a bit of a reputation in the comedy roast battle world because of just my silliness and my antics. I always tried to act real serious about it, but then would be goofy as fuck. Because come on, is that not just the name of the game? Some of you may or may not remember this recent story that was aired out on a Ray DeVito show where some of the regulars, this guy Dan Wicks, who was a Fight Club regular and a very good roast joke battler. He recalled the story of me doing my first roast battle, where the joke was, "Hey Damien, I heard you were homeschooled as a child. Well, you're about to get schooled, Holmes." And that just like blew the fucking, like, the audience just lost it. The judges lost it. I ended up losing the roast battle because the rest of my jokes were dog shit. But that real dumb stuff is what got me where I am today. What else can I say? JD the Straight Shot, and we never got to that whole thing. Dan maybe didn't get it, but JD and the Straight Shot is the name. JD and the Straight Shot is the name of the owner of the Knicks band. James Dolan is JD, and he has a band called the Straight Shot, and they are horrific. But JD and the Straight Shot says, "May I suggest that you thank you for the 5. May I suggest that you lower your membership prices? $35 for 5 gifted subs is hurting your bottom line. The range should be 15 to 20 for gifted." JD, I hear you. Listen, I get it. But on the other side of that conversation, I've gotten people to gift 5. And I get it. I may generate more by lowering the subscription, but I think that where it's at right now is fair enough. Okay. Yeah, it's twice what a lot of other shows out there have at their level set as. But I personally would argue that what you're getting here, just me, no other static. It's not a diluted pool of 8 morons, 3 morons, 2 morons, what have you. You're just getting raw Lou. And if that's the case, there's a premium that should be included. I know what I'm worth. I know what I can do. I know what I bring to the table. So I'm sorry. I kind of got to stick to my guns here, planting my flag in the sand and saying, hey, I know it's not for everyone, but if you're a true blue Lou, Natik, and you got $35 sitting there, doesn't have to be every week. Doesn't have to be even every month. But once, twice a year, splash the pot, take a chance, live on the edge, people. Join up. Buy 5. Simple as that. I think you're thinking too much into it. And also, this day and age, the shit that people spend $7 on, the fucking absolute garbage that you spend $35 on Amazon or fucking at the grocery store these days, what you're getting here exceeds that, far well exceeds that. So there's an argument that pricing point is fine. And I get it. We're not seeing the memberships are not coming, they're not flowing yet. But I have a feeling you just stay tuned and we could get there. And also, the last thing I'll say is that I don't think I can change it. I'm pretty sure they said to me before I said it, "Are you sure you want to set it here?" Because you can't change it after it's set. So there may be a kind of thing here where we're stuck at that, and fucking so be it. Honestly, if I was doing it for the money, I think we'd all be in a weird place if this was all just for the money. And I am fortunate to have a little extra side income with a real job, so I don't have to stream all hours of the night playing piano. I don't have to go on shit, garbage, lower level nonsense tier streams all throughout the week. So I like where I'm at. I like where this is at. I like what I'm doing. I've fucking lived this world unmonetized for a long time. So the fact that we got here, and I figure it's like, go big or go home, man. What are you going to do? But all right, let's check in real quick on the chat. See if we missed anything. Can we get Daniel and Jake on the stream on the same time? I believe I've done that before, but it's been some time, and we almost broke the internet. So maybe we should do that again. Good morning, Papa's Soldier. Yeah, Bobo said, okay. Yeah, listen, I take your feedback. I value your feedback, bud. I'm not trying to poo-poo what you said. I'm just providing my take on the situation and the yeah, no Mersh questions for Bo. Not today. I'm sorry. I know that's probably disappointing to some of you, but we were really in Knicks mode this morning. So yeah, this is sad. I don't know. If you're sad, that's a bummer. That's a bummer if you're still sad. Because look at this. Motherfucking Lou paid his due. That's the one thing you could always say. But Stevie makes Shuley look like Carlin. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Thank you for being real, D-Waver. Some good folks in my chat right now, and I'm glad you're here. I'm gonna play a couple quick clips and then get out of here. This was fun this week, excuse me. I ended up jumping on the Hughesy show with good old Hughes and a couple other folks because there was one of those weird situations where I'm hanging out at home in the afternoon watching MLC. Might have been a little bit of a slower MLC. I don't recall exactly, but I'm channel surfing at that point, and I see that Hughesy's on with Pat Dixon and Lemmy and Ava Reiser and Rochi, and even Rochi. And apparently they start talking about me. It's like they're talking about me. I didn't inject myself into that situation out of the blue, as some people like to try to say. I'm just living life, doing my thing. Little old Lou walking down the street, whistling, Dixie, just minding my own bee, and then fucking, what do you have over here? This comes up. So let's pull this up here. Take a little watch how this all went down from the viewer's standpoint, from the point of view of Stevie Lou. This is how I'm viewing this program.
That's the problem. I'm not allowed to like people in the dab, bro. It's. I mean, why is it that everyone is out to get us?
I don't know. I like Stevie Lou too. Always have.
For fuck's sake.
Always will, dude.
Yeah, it's hard to look at.
Oh, what happened? Oh no! For fuck's sake! For fuck's sake! Oh, that is brilliant. The fact that when someone says they like Stevie Lou, that can send people into a crash. And that was a little crash, I will say, from the Roach Man. You know, that was a little baby crash. But let's watch a little more and see how this plays out. But yeah, just saying you like Stevie Lou. Look at Ava's face here. I want you to post. Let's focus in on Ava here if we can. Oh man, can I? Why does fucking Zoom not work on Chrome? Anyway.
That face is.
Regardless.
Did you say retarded?
I said regardless.
Wait, what happened?
Of his.
Where did Pat go? Pat just disappeared. Let's go back.
Fucked up.
Did you say retarded? That face is.
Regardless.
Did you say
you got to see his face. So you can't see because his background makes it look like he's smoking a cigarette. But this motherfucker is furiously looking down to take himself off the stream just because they said they liked me. What? What?
I don't know. I like Stevie Lou too. Always have.
For fuck's sake.
Always will, dude.
Yeah, it's hard to look at. That face is.
Regardless.
Did you say retarded?
I said regardless of his fucked up face.
Lemmy.
Big W, thanks for the 5. Tom Myers left his normal crew of mall walkers because Dorothy kept getting all the larves.
It is true. Old women trying to figure out how to turn on their video recorder is funnier than Tom Myers. He's not very good at it. Lemmy.
Premium Ledic, thanks for the 269. Is Husey now a professional podcaster?
Of course. We're the biggest show in the world. Me and Lemmy are taking over, and I think that's inevitable.
Did he leave because I like Stevie Lou? Okay, thank God.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
That is why I left, but I got over it.
I get that. I totally
Holy shit. I've never seen two people who I ostensibly sort of respect say,
look at Pat. That's his thing. He's trying to use the few big words that he knows to try to act like he's some sort of smart guy. That's Pat's trick, is that he's got a couple of vocabulary words that he'll throw out. He's basically, that's the Keanu. He's basically got the same MO as Keanu. No one or two big words that make you think you sound smart and use them. Like using ostensibly in this situation is a little overkill. And why do I say that? Because look at this panel that Pat's on here with. Look at these 5 fucking brainiacs. So, big word Pat tries to show off, I guess, because he's all, first of all, emotional. You can hear it in his voice. He's fucking actually mad. Which, again, if I couldn't tell you how happy that makes me, because Here's how I look at it. If you bring up Pat Dixon's name out of the blue when you're talking to me, like, we're gonna have a little laugh at the very most. You know, we might laugh about his shortcomings, you know, his situation, what he's done to his life, what he never really. We could do all this fun stuff, but we're just gonna have a laugh. We're not gonna get mad. You know, what the fuck would I get mad about Pat Dixon just existing? Not Pat though, not Pat. Like, cause let's watch. You know, let's watch here. This continues.
I like Stevie Lou. You guys are you don't know anything about Stevie Lou, I guess.
No,
You just
don't
say he's
care
just
to
like
either.
a fucking chat tattler to you guys.
They're
but
all
I mean, like,
characters to
First
me.
of all, okay. First made up word of the night. He says a chat tabler. He's just a chat tabler to you guys. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm a what? I'm a chat tabler. A chat tattler? Is that what he? I mean, maybe he said chat tattler, and then again, what? That's not a real word, Pat. I've never heard those words used. A chat tattler. He's a chat tattler. Come on, man. You don't know Stevie Lou. He's a chat tattler. What the fuck, dude? He's a hepcat. He's a hepcat chat tattler moondog. What the fuck is he talking about? What the hell? Let's get that one more time. I'm trying to get some clarity here. I think Pat's just mad.
Nope,
you just
don't
say
care
he's
to
just like
either.
a fucking chat tattler to you guys.
They're
But
all
I mean, like,
Chat tattler. I'm a chat tattler. I'm a badass chat tattling motherfucker.
Characters to me. If
Oh
like
my
it's like
God.
it's like somebody telling me like I have a grudge against like Stimson J Cat. Fuck him forever, dude. Like who are you people? Who are you people?
well, you say that
I don't know
shit,
any of
Lemmy.
you.
Then when you want to weigh in on something, you're like, oh, but my opinion matters. You know what I mean? There's
No,
some
it
shit
doesn't.
you care
When
about.
have I ever fucking said my opinion matters ever? When
Well,
have
you
I ever
imply
spoken
it by
without-
saying.
Pat's all mad as fuck now. Now he's trying to go after Lemmy just because she said that she likes me. Like, this motherfucker is enraged. And he's trying to gatekeep the Lou man. Like, I guess he doesn't want other people to like me. That's clear. Because to Pat, he needs all the likes. No one else can have the like. To Pat, he's the true talent. He's the real comic, and no one else, especially Stevie Lou, could get any sort of recognition. Because if I get recognition, it makes him look lesser. That's all it is. It's this little, very controlling, narrative spinning, needs to like have it his way, otherwise he'll put his hands on you sort of person that you can see just showing his true colors here, fucking acting like a total bitch just because literally people said they like me. And this also goes back to, you remember when Pat had a problem with Gino. That all stemmed from Keanu saying that she was hooking up with Gino. I mean, this may be going a little too deep, but going back to before the punch, there was a In Hot Water episode that Bob Levy co-hosted or guest hosted and had Pat and Keanu on. And Keanu said that she was hooking up with Gino, and Pat immediately, oh, we've all seen the clip, I think we have, where he was up all day and he was fucking doing his weird face shifting thing. And he was all up in arms that he heard that Gino was hooking up with Keanu. Because again, to Pat, he's such a fucking psychotic, possessive dude that if Gino's hooking up with Keanu, who was a young, hot 20-something-year-old comic, that he thinks that he deserves that Gino can't be hooking up with Keanu. I'm the kind of guy that should be hooking up with Keanu. That's the psycho shit that goes through Pat Dixon's head. That's the kind of psycho shit that drives him to go punch people. That's the kind of psycho shit that ends up having him left down in Tennessee now, just chain smoking cheap cigarettes and drinking Red Bulls and streaming around the clock to a bunch of losers. I mean, that's where Pat's at. Me, I'm doing my thing, having fun, jumping on once a week, maybe jumping on MLC, living a beautiful life out here in New York City. You know, it's wonderful to live in New York City and pay rent. Also, that's just a beautiful thing that a lot of people can't say that they've done, including Pat. You know, the motherfucker got chased out of New York one way or another. I know he doesn't like to admit that, but Pat, for real, man. If you really were a decent guy and you had friends and you had talent, you wouldn't have had to have left to New York after punching Gino. You would have been able to bounce back. But instead, you're you, and you have your history, and you've burned your bridges, and you've been a psycho fuck, and you threw it all away. And I can see why you're mad. I can see why that would make you mad when people just bring up my name. And I'll tell you what, man, do you see this here? This is joy. I am experiencing joy at your anger. So let's continue on.
Saying it.
Too. Really? When?
Yeah.
I
You
don't
imply
care.
that it
My
matters just by
opinion doesn't
saying it.
matter. Do I?
I say that's right.
Yeah.
So now he's in like a little nitpicking argument. He's in a little fucking like lovers quarrel. This is what it's like arguing with Pat Dixon. Just look at this fucking shit. He's like, oh, you do this, you do that. You know, he starts acting like a fucking bitch, like I said.
Sexual tension, like, ooh, Hughesy, you're gonna get cucked.
I wasn't looking at Lemmy. No, I think
I'm fucking triggered, man.
He's bananaed.
I'm losing it.
Yeah.
How come he's never on the show? You
He's not
can't
allowed
get him.
to. He's not allowed to come on.
Now Pat's just grasping at straws. How come he's not on the show? I fucking go on Hughesy's show all the time. I've been on Hughesy's show, and I go in and I just cut people down. That's what I do. I hear them talking about me, and then I get the link and I come in and I swing. So I don't know what he's talking about. Why aren't I on the show? Hughesy asks me to come on his show fucking several times a month, and it's a no every time. But when I'm watching and they start talking about me, the fucking engines turn on. The engines start going, and you all know this about me. Like, why is this surprising to Pat? Pat's trying to act like I'm just some sort of like meek, dumb idiot, or I don't know what Pat is trying to get off here, but it's not working for him, as you can see, because he's just being laughed at, and his anger just continues to spiral.
On the show because Brennan has his bitches on a payroll, and Daddy
And
doesn't
that's
want
the one reason you hate Brendan the most, because you can't get Stevie Lou on the show.
Yeah, think about how big we would get.
These guys are riffing. Just fucking some guys riffing right now. This is some good shit.
He can talk about trauma and stuff.
Yeah.
But think about how many puns I could come up with talking about.
Was that Pat's impression of me? Yeah. All right, Pat.
But trauma would be fucking hilarious.
I love that. Every time it comes up, it's like, he doesn't do shit. What is he going to talk about? Trauma and his other projects that he's involved with? Please, he's a loser. He doesn't do anything. And then they go on to name the things that I do. I love that.
Top 5 favorite movies in the world is a trauma movie.
Schindler's List?
And I bet Stevie Lou has nothing to do with it.
Nothing at all.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm sure he took a picture with somebody that was in the cast or something, but
No, that's Liam, you're thinking.
oh, I don't know him.
Wait, let me guess. We love Liam here.
No.
What should we not? Did he like kill somebody or like punch his mother in the face or what did he do?
Yeah, I heard he called his mom old cancer cunt.
Oh my
God. Shit, that's hilarious.
I know. Send her the link.
I thought Ava would have been the one that Pat would have been annoyed at, but it turns out it's Lemmy.
My bad.
What's that supposed to mean?
No, I was talking about a female.
Oh,
all right. I think this is kind of
all right, Tubby. Rochi's so fat when he goes camping, the bears bring him food.
What? Jesus Christ, Ava. All right, I think that's where that ends. It picks up a little more here. Let's keep it going. Why not?
When Tom Myers yells out a kid's name, he's announcing Little League game. When Liam does it, he's catcalling. Right, Pat? Am I missing something between you and Stevie Lou? Did he like fuck your mom?
No, whenever he tried, but no, whenever
that's weird.
Whenever Gino started spreading all this fucking lies and misinformation about me, this like total bullshit because he felt embarrassed about not having fought back and stuff.
So wait, okay, you gotta get a load of this explanation that Pat gives, and can someone please try to get to the top or bottom of this and where I really play into all of it? It's because it doesn't seem, it's like nonsensical and it's very conspiratorial and tinfoil hatty. But what is he saying here?
This like total bullshit because
what did I do to him?
Started spreading all this fucking lies and misinformation.
So when Gino started spreading all these lies and misinformation, and I think that Pat's trying to say that Gino said that Pat broke his jaw. That's the lies that Pat is quote unquote talking about here. He thinks that Gino never broke his jaw. That's where Pat is at still. All this time later is in denial. This is what we call denial, folks. And I'm no psychology guy, but I believe that's what he's saying is that Gino lied about his jaw being broken.
About me, this like total bullshit because he felt embarrassed about not having fought back and stuff.
Not fighting back again. The thing that I always said is that it was a sneak attack, sucker punch. And when you get sneak attacked and you're the kind of guy that Gino is, you maybe don't fight back right away. And to be honest, that's kind of like the civilized thing to do, if anything, is to not fight back or not go to blows over nonsense. So
it was Stevie Lou that was like going on all the podcasts that were so
now he's going back and now he's holding this grudge because I go on podcasts.
So small, even Gino wouldn't do them.
Okay.
And he was going around. He was a toady, and he's also a toady for Brennan. So
I'm a toady. Can someone help me out and explain what he means by a toady?
So he likes to he sneaks around and like
sneaks around. I'm 6'6", over 200 pounds. Like, where am I sneaking? What is he talking about? This is like deranged. This is what he thinks about me. This is what he believes. He's got like really weird sort of fantasies going on in his head about me. I didn't realize I take up this much space in Pat Dixon's fucking deranged mind, but I do. And I'll tell you one thing, Pat, I have zero fear of a guy like Pat Dixon. I would love to see Pat Dixon come sucker punch me or whatever the fuck he wants to call it. I would love to see that sort of shit happen. I know it won't. I'm not trying to act like I'm a big bad guy, but like, let's just be real here. Like, he's claiming that I'm sneaking around and doing what, Pat, exactly? Like, what the fuck? This is crazy shit.
Brennan. So he likes to he sneaks around and like tries to like hear shit that I'm saying and then like report back to Brennan about it. You know, I mean, he's just fucking worthless.
You were being.
I report back to Brennan about things. Okay, I could probably show you, which I'm not going to, but I could show you the text conversation, the text that I have with Kevin Brennan, and you'd be kind of embarrassed at how one-sided the message bubbles are, because the only thing that Kevin Brennan and I ever talk about it's not even we don't talk. I just send him like little notes during the show, usually things that he's not remembering. Like the text thread that I have with Kevin Brennan looks psychotic, as a matter of fact, if you really want to get into it. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to pull it up right now. And okay, so I've texted him a couple times this week. Tuesday, I said it was a Kill Tony guy, Schizo Bill. Two Hookers and Mersh is a good title. That's what got Geraldo. I'm around. Chris Gethard. Laugh my ass off. Then Wednesday, on way. Thursday, the name of the band is Talking Heads, not the Talking Heads. Friday, Melton and Moody can send anonymous fake super tips. These are all just, all this is blue. He thumbs up something. This is like, yeah, it's all me sending him. We don't talk. Like, it's kind of embarrassing. Kevin and Brennan and I don't like converse. We don't talk on the phone. We don't text back and forth. We just have fun with this little MLC thing. Like, I'm sorry to burst anyone's bubble out there, especially Pat Dixon's, but it is all one-sided, me sending him notes during the show that he'll use sometimes not use. I mean, if you watch this fucking show, you know that by now, I think. But in Pat's conspiracy tinfoil hat mind, it's always a fucking conspiracy against him. It's always all this other stuff that's set up to hurt him, and everybody's lying about him and working against him and fucking all this nonsense. So these fucking fools, Rochi, Pat Dixon, they've got all these fantasy land stories going in their head about me. And you could see how it affects them. It makes them angry, and it just turns them their nose sideways, and it makes them sour. And boy, oh boy, like I said, if I couldn't just fucking, like, I couldn't smile more. Like, this is fucking major crashage. So it's like, where do I send these checks for the rent that I pay for the apartment that I live inside your head?
I figured I think you were under the impression that I knew all of that, so you were being unnecessarily shitty to me.
I wasn't shitty.
I agree.
No, a little bit. You were unnecessarily shitty.
And again, the psychotic, I wasn't being shitty to you. Immediately after being a dickhead, he starts trying to act like he's the good guy here. Good guy Pat Dixon, as we know. Just always treating women with such due respect.
Fuck off, Lemmy. I don't give a fuck. Shut up.
A little bit. You were unnecessarily shitty
Fuck
to me.
off, Lemmy. I don't give a fuck. Shut up.
I don't. No one gives a fuck about your.
Off, Lemmy. I don't give a.
So,
I agree.
No, a little bit. You were unnecessarily shitty
Fuck
to me.
off, Lemmy. I don't give a fuck. Shut up.
I don't. No one gives a fuck about your opinions.
You said that, not me.
No, you did it.
You said that to me.
You said your opinion didn't matter.
Was good. No, I didn't say
Neither
it.
does yours.
You didn't see Stevie Lou wrote a whole
It does.
like Stevie
I
Lou.
didn't know you.
Look at Ava trying to jump in with just nonsense and getting trampled. She had a nothing take. She tries to speak and then looks down in shame because she has just a nothing take.
Stevie Lou had fucking beef, dude. So I apologize.
Okay.
I truly apologize. I wasn't like
Apology
rallying
accepted.
for Stevie Lou to like be in your fucking face or whatever. My bad.
Look, Here's the way Stevie Lou will
I
report
didn't
this.
realize that
Here's
you
the
were
way
type of
Stevie Lou's going to
person be
report this.
shitty to somebody because you have personal beef with them. That's insane.
Okay,
to
get
me.
it out. Get it out.
I didn't
Pat-
know that you
Pat-
were that kind of person.
Pat always bitches about people like not liking people because they're friends with other people, and like look at him right now. He's out of fucking control today.
Ava, sometimes a broken clock is right. Thank you, Ava. That was very well said.
Shut up, you too, you fucking man.
And by the way,
see, Pat is just, he can't get it that him losing his mind about little Stevie Lou is ridiculous and makes him look like a fucking moron. But I love it. I will say,
Pat, I really like Kiki, and I hope she comes on the Sunday show.
You guys just all like fucking pricks. You guys have the worst taste in people.
Look at him triggered, grabbing another cigarette. Have another cigarette. Fucking to Pat again. He's the most likable one. No one else can be liked because if I'm likable, then that makes him seem less likable. This is what it is, folks. It's just relativity. It's theory of Lou relativity. And you're looking at a psycho with Lou derangement syndrome. I mean, what like you got one in the chat right now, fucking Rochi sitting here pimping out again in my chat over this. Like, I don't know if these guys, they just don't get it. And I mean, here's a banana. Here's a banana, boy. Like, you want another one? I got a couple over here. But you going on all these shit level shows and talking more and more about me is what I want, baby. So keep it up, doggy. Like, give it to me straight. No chaser. I like the joy that I'm getting out of this is
No, Pat, you're mixing up.
Dabbleverse is filled with like the shittiest people. Like, take your pick. Everybody hates everyone.
Again, Pat Dixon with nothing but a history of abuse towards women, being a maniac to deal with, a guy that preys on lesser people in the comedy scene. He was known for always trying to target women with less experience in the comedy scene and using his status, his quote unquote status, to try to woo women and control them, and then abuse them. That's the kind of guy that Pat Dixon is. You can see what a kind of controlling wacko that he is here in this situation. It's just the tiger shows its stripes, and he's getting clowned. He's trying to play it off, but like, do you not see this, folks? Am I just? Do I have just a different perspective on this?
One,
I'll
everybody
take top
loves everybody.
center.
Who gives a shit? It's fucking crazy that you would be shitty to me because I like somebody you've got beef with. Be fucking rude.
Yeah, sit down there and be quiet.
Pat, like, what, Pat? Are you in a cauldron? You look like you're all boiled up like a lobster. Like you're red as shit.
Oh fuck! Probably looks like your fucking crotch after all that surgery.
Fucking AI of
Come back.
himself is
How'd
like
that come
growing an extra arm. It's the fucking weirdest thing.
So, all right, that's basically that. I don't need to drag that on much more, but I did want to pull that up. That was a fun time. Pat's threats have no teeth or bite. Literally. Hi-yo! Oh, 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 oh. All right. We're almost at 2 hours. I have two Franklin Scheffler clips that I wanted to play, but honestly, that's going to take another hour. And I have to keep getting going today. I got to go do some garden work and then spend the rest of the day with my wifey. So fuck you all that want to hate, because this shit ain't going nowhere. And you guys just make me want to keep fucking grinding and doing it the way I do it. So, like, I don't know if you've ever heard of a cork board and like motivating people to just fucking laugh in your face while you get mad. and just keep killing it all day, every day. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I hope you are having a great day. Throw the L's up, hit the like button, subscribe, fucking join a membership. Just do it before you go. Leave a comment in the fucking YouTube shit when this is up, because that, I guess, helps. But in general, it's been real. Fucking let's go Knicks. New York City, we're doing it. What a day. What a week. What a weekend. I'm going to try to pop up at some point this week if I can, but who knows? Maybe we'll get a Sunday Kevin Brennan show tonight. That'd be nice. But thank you very much to my boy Bobo for checking in. Please do subscribe to his YouTube channel, Best Seat in the House Podcast. He's got a Patreon as well. Thank you very much to Flavorino for doing the music. As a matter of fact, we'll get out of here with a Flavorino tune because I really enjoyed this one to open. But I love you guys more than you know. Thank you so much to all of the super chatters and everybody doing their thing. We're doing it. We're doing it. Goodbye.
Stevie Lou, Scooby Doo, Stevie Lou, monkey in a zoo. Stevie Lou, trim your pubes. Stevie Lou, a goofy dude. Stevie Lou, low IQ. Stevie Lou, low that boob. Stevie Lou, monkey in the zoo. Stevie Lou, trim your pubes. Trim your pubes. Stevie Lou, a goofy dude. Stevie Lou, low IQ. Stevie Lou, what a boo.
Thank you. Thank you, H-Back North. Oh, man. Thank you. Have a good night. Okay.
Stevie Lou, monkey in a zoo.